Hey guys, this is Nestor Nidome from the MakeMoneyFromHome.com, and today I have a question for you that I'm also going to answer. But the question is, who would you like to meet in person if you could, and why? Right? That's a question that is part of this challenge that we're doing, 21 questions in 21 days, and that intrigued me so much. And I was thinking about who would I like to meet, right? I started thinking about the heroes that I've always wanted to meet, the authors that I've read, and the multi-million dollar earners that I would love to be able to talk to. But one person kept coming up to my mind, and it might seem a little bit corny or something, because a lot of people, I don't know, I just thought that, but I think this one person will be so much powerful, and only because I would love to be able to ask them a particular question that I've always tried to deal with my whole life, and and lately I've been putting myself in this position, which is very interesting that this question came up, because I've been putting myself in this situation every time something happens. What would that person do if this particular situation would have happened to him, right? And that's a clue, because it's a gentleman, right? A gentleman that most likely about. You might or might not believe in him, but there's millions of people who do, and I'm a great believer in this person. And so the person that I would love to be able to meet is Jesus Christ. All right. I know it's, like I said, it's corny only because it might be religious, and it might shut some people off. But before you shut this video down, if you're not a believer, just keep going, because the reason that I would like to meet him it's because I've always dealt with these emotions as I was growing up, and and before I wasn't I wasn't as attached to him. I knew about him. We used to go to church, but and it wasn't until recently that I really started to become a very good follower, and a very good servant of him. And the reason that I would like to meet him is because I would like to ask him a question about forgiveness. And throughout my whole life, I've always had these issues with forgiving people, as well as forgiving myself. And I don't know if you can relate with this or not, but lately I will start to be like, how would Jesus, deal with this situation? Because, sometimes it's very hard to forgive somebody who hurt you, right? Who hurt you in the past, or who is currently hurting you, right? And, a lot of these things, right now I feel like I'm not really ready to, talk about the particular details of what I'm, what I've dealt with in the past or something. But I'm just gonna say is like, I've been hurt really bad in the past, you know. And sorry, I'm getting a little bit choked up right now, just thinking about it. And sorry about that, guys. And so I I started to ask myself, you know, how excuse me, guys, sorry. How would Jesus act? You know, I know that he would totally in an instant forgive them, right? Um, because that's what Jesus is all about forgiveness and love. And but sometimes the sorry guys, sometimes dang it, I didn't know it was gonna affect me this much. Damn. Sometimes the hurt that you might feel. Excuse me. Sorry about this, guys. That the hurt that you might feel from your past is so strong that it's hard to be able to just put it aside and forgive, right? And the problem is that when if you think about it, sometimes the hurt that these people bring in your life has to do a lot with your actions, right? Like this particular time has to do a lot with my actions. So it's not that, this hurt was brought about from, from these people, but at the same time, because of the actions that I created. So it's hard to forgive them as well as myself, right? And so I keep asking, Jesus, like, what will he do? How would he go about this stuff? And of course, I still tell myself, it's like, he would never be in that position because he's Jesus, right? But if he were to be in that position, how can he forgive? Just to forgive and be able to forget, and be able to let go of that hurt, and knowing that, it's not gonna happen in the future. And I believe that that's my biggest problem, is that it's kind of like, how can I protect myself from ever getting hurt again in the future from that particular situation? And that's why I think it's so hard to be able to just let it go and forgive, right? And even though I've said, I forgive this person, I forgive these people, I forgive, whoever I need to forgive, it still comes back, right? It still comes back. And that's why I'm like, you know what, I would love to be able to sit down with Jesus and just ask Jesus, how can I forgive? How can I truly forgive and let it go, right? How can I, let it go? Like if I had a helium balloon right here in my hand, and I can just let go and just watch it, float through the air, until it goes so high that I can't see it anymore, and then so high that I forget about it and can live my life, again, without feeling those hurts that hurt inside myself, right? Because at the same time, it's hurt that I'm doing to myself, right? So that's that's why it got a little bit intense. I didn't think it was gonna get that intense for you. I mean, but that's a person that I would love to be able to meet and be able to ask. And I would love to be able to hear what your thoughts about this is, and who you would love to be able to meet, right? And if you have a video, share it with me, right? Share it with me. Share that question, and either put it on my Facebook wall, and tag me, or put it right here in the blog, telling me to it, and a little link to your, sending me over to your YouTube channel or something. But let me know. I would love to, be able to hear who you would love to meet, and also if you have comments about forgiveness by themselves or Jesus or anything, I would love to hear that. But with that, my friends, sorry I got a little choked up right there, but it's just, as you can see, it's a very powerful issue with me, but excuse me. But go ahead and just comment on this and let me know what your thoughts are. All right, my friend. But before I end this video, what I would like to do is that if you are passionate about something, all right, as I'm passionate about my life and my wife and my children, and if you're passionate about something, then blog about it, right? And here's a little thing that I'm gonna let you know is, if you blog about it and share it with others, there's a way to get paid from it, right? And if you want to know more about that, there's a link either on top or on the bottom of this link of this video, that is going to take you straight into this free presentation that is going to show you more about blogging, sharing, and making money. All right, my friend, this is Nestor Idome from the MakeMoneyFromHome.com. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.